Tonight is Dynasty, tomorrow will be Raw, but yesterday was Collision. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It was the final stop, the final pit stop before AEW's pay-per-view. And how did they deliver? Was it a quick one? Was it a slow one? Hell, was it even a good one? No, it's AEW, folks. It's never going to be good. It's never going to be quick. It's going to be slow and painful, damn it. And yeah, let's talk about it. 20th of April, 2024.
Yep. Oh, let's talk about it. 2 trio matches for us to enjoy tonight. I don't get the fascination with trio matches. Trio matches I've never drawn. The only time I've ever been interested in a trio match is when it's 3 separate feuds and they're all in like a big massive main event. That's it. That's it. See, when it's just 6 jobbers thrown in a tag match, who cares?
I think they can work, though. I think we've seen them work in the past. Like, I always think of 3-minute warning against the Dudleys and Jeff Hardy at Survivor Series 2002. Thought it was a good match.
Probably picking the best one I've seen, to be fair.
Probably. I remember, like, the McMahons and Triple H against Legacy, things like that. But, I mean, that's like, it's like main event level stuff.
The McMahons against The Rock and the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, I mean, that's good shit.
But this,
for the most part... No, but it's not just like here. When AEW does it, it sucks. They do it every week. And it seems to be Collision's the show they do it on.
Anyway, match 1. Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe. They're teaming up at the pay-per-view. They teamed up tonight. They're taking on Top Flight and Action Andretti. I wonder who is going to win this one.
I wonder who. The Three Meth Heads. That's who won it.
Yep, Adam Copeland looking like he's on some of the junk lately in 2024. But, I mean, well, what can we say? Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe won. They will now go on to face the House of Black. Well, they're going to face them either way, whether they won, lost, or draw here. And then after the match, we get a promo being cut. Buddy Murphy is talking about eradicating.
Someone eradicate you, Buddy Murphy.
My girlfriend on Raw says eradicate, so I need to say it on Collision.
She's not going out with Dom. She's going out with me.
We say the same word. We're both eradicators. I mean, what the fuck is this shit? Seriously, man. It's like a pish version of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Anyway, six-man tag at the pay-per-view. Who cares? Up next, we've got Powerhouse Hobbs versus a child. Now, the guy was called CJ Esperanza. I don't know if the C stands for child, but I mean, he fucking looked like a small boy next to Powerhouse Hobbs.
He did. I mean, he looked like half the roster next to Powerhouse Hobbs, but I mean, it's a squash match.
I mean, next to Orange Cassidy would have looked normal, but
yeah,
you know, that's what it is.
He was small
Hobbs
with no physique.
Yeah, I mean, skinny as fucking about 5'3", not a great combination. Powerhouse Hobbs wins. I mean, who cares? Don Callis then talks about pro wrestling. Talks about how he's the man and how Jericho and Omega was the biggest match ever in Japan. And then Moxley is going to be big when he takes on Hobbs for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
I think it's alright. Biggest match in Japan. Maybe it is, I don't really care. But apart from Don Callis mentioning it here, who gives a fuck about Jericho Omega for a couple of years ago?
Is it really though? Because Hogan wrestled in Japan and I would just imagine there'd be a few Hogan matches bigger than that.
No, of course it would be, right? But I think, see, unless it's like WWE or WCW wrestling in Japan, I just don't care about New Japan.
No. Remember Brock Lesnar had a match, Beast in the East or something, against Kofi Kingston. Match 3, Acclaimed versus Gun Club. Another trios match that we're getting at the pay-per-view.
For Max Caster.
Yeah, I mean, some people say Max Caster's better than Cena. When did Cena ever come out and botch?
Never.
Now, I'm not saying every rap Cena did was great, but we've seen multiple bad raps from Max Caster where he shot the bed.
Yep.
And had to, like, replay the beat and stuff.
Yep. He shot the bed here, and Anthony Bowens would probably lick the shit up, but is what it is. The Gun Club pick up the victory.
Guns up. 2 words for you. Fucking rip-offs. Lexi Nails backstage with Bryan Danielson looking for an update after he got dumped on his head by Take a Shitter. Danielson says he feels alive and he's going to get revenge tonight in this Bunkhouse match. Not quite sure what a Bunkhouse match is. I think it's just like a no DQ match, but whatever.
Yep.
Danielson's looking forward to this. I'm not. We then got Tony Storm she's here, and Tony Storm talks about demons and whatnot. That's it, really. We then get the Bunkhouse brawl, Blackpool Combat Club versus the Don Callis family. It was Take a Shitta and Fletcher. Did anyone think Take a Shitta and Fletcher were going to beat Daniel Bryan and Claudio Cascanoli? Because I didn't.
I didn't. I mean, what is the fetish though with Collision having tag team matches? Every show.
Yeah, anyway.
You've got literally every match puffy a squash match.
Danielson puts in the, whatever his finishing manoeuvre's called, I forget what it's called. Yes Lock, or I guess not in AEW, it's not. Anyway, crossface, fuck it, uses the chains to do the crossface, gets the tap out victory, winners Blackpool Combat Club. Then Danielson cuts a mic and he talks about...
He cuts a mic?
He grabs a mic and he cuts a promo and he talks about how he can't wait to wrestle Ospreay tomorrow night, and he says he's going to beat his ass. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, just because he's doesn't like the Don Callis family and Ospreay's in the Don Callis family, Ospreay's like pretty much distanced himself. He's not done anything heel-like. He's not attacked Daniel Bryan when he could have. So Daniel Bryan having this, all of a sudden out of nowhere, having this animosity and threatening to whoop Ospreay's ass just doesn't make any sense to me.
Doesn't, but nothing does in this company. I mean, Will Ospreay's focused more on Triple H than himself.
Yeah, that is true. Then
days ahead.
We got Sky Blue versus Leila Hirsch. Leila Hirsch is the one with dwarfism. Could be married to John Silver for all we know. Just very short in the legs. The match was pretty short too. What can we say? Sky Blue won.
Aye, Sky Blue won. I mean, this is dwarfism. It's noticeable because even they have dwarfism, right? They look stocky. Their legs are not thin, they're thick. And it sticks out like a sore thumb, or in this case, a pair of sore legs. So let's move on.
The only thing with Leila Hirsch is that I can almost accept her more because women are naturally smaller. And she does seem to have this sort of Russian... amateur wrestler style gimmick, so you can like almost accept that she can maybe wrestle people, out wrestle them and beat them that way. But see, when you see John Silver having to take on big guys and he's running about with his wee stumpy legs with no sort of amateur background or any sort of particular key skills in terms of fighting, it's like, really?
What are we doing here? Racing or ping pong with John Silver?
Anyway, Sky Blue puts the Dragon Sleeper on Hirsch and wins. Trios match, The Elite versus FTR and Pac. Again, it's, two big matches happening at Dynamite combined into one.
Your favourite?
But when you've already seen like a 6-man tag match, do you really need another one? Although it is AEW and we get like multiple trio matches every week, so I'm not really surprised.
Awful spot, right? So Okada is in a sharpshooter, I believe, and the Young Bucks are breaking it up, run to the other side of the ring for their double super kick spot, and it's like, he could have tapped in that time. Yeah,
it literally took them about 2 or 3 seconds longer than it should have because they wanted to do this double super kick, and this just doesn't make any sense. Your priority would be breaking up the fucking submission. But the Young Bucks probably think this is brilliant. They probably thought, oh, this is a really cool spot. Nah, it's just phony looking, man. It's so fake looking, it's dumb.
This is when seeing people bury their psychology. Oh, but they put on great man. No, this is where psychology comes into play, man. And
even if they were having a great match, right, up to this point, something like this would just be like, it would ruin it for me. I'd be like, well, that was fucking dumb.
No, absolutely. No, it is. It's fucking stupid, is what it is. And I remember Randy Orton did the same thing about 20 years ago with the RKO and Jericho. Remember that one?
I thought it was awful.
Yeah, awful. Should have just... see, when he failed, he should have just uppercutted him or something from the ground. Like a gold dust manoeuvre, but...
And you remember that? And that's a big point in that match, and it...
Yeah, but it didn't happen often, WWE. This sort of shit happens fucking weekly. No wonder people tune out when the Young Bucks turn on.
Yeah, I don't pay enough attention to the Young Bucks, but if you did pay attention, this is probably something you do get regular.
Yep.
Anyway, FTR and Pac win, which tells me they're both losing at the pay-per-view, so... Not that AEW does 50-50 booking or anything like that, but I just think they're both going to lose anyway. That was it. Pac won with the super... super maneuver off the top rope.
That one.
Aye, shooting star, corkscrew.
Aye,
that's the one. That's the maneuver. There you go. So there you go, guys. Wrestle Headlines gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I don't know who does the articles on Wrestle Headlines, whether it's different people for different shows. What I've noticed is they only rate the AEW shows out of 10. So I don't know if it's a different guy, but holy fuck, it's like every week. I think the worst rating I've ever seen him give is like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
See if the worst show you're doing over like the course of the year is a 7.5 out of 10. That means you're putting on amazing shows every week. And I'm sorry, AEW's not putting on amazing shows every week.
I'm giving this show a 1.
A 1.
Jobber tag team wrestling doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, nothing interesting. Didn't care for it. 1 out of 10 I think seems fair. Dynasty tonight, don't care for it. Not paying for it. But no, I'm not streaming it illegally either because I wouldn't cheat Tony Khan out of money like that. I may watch the YouTube clips tomorrow. There you go, guys. So, anything happens, we'll make a fid on it, but anything happens. Tony Khan spent too much money in the past like 2 months. Nothing big's going to happen tonight. Anyway, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Peace.